Goodbye to the group stages of the Champions League. The format we knew inside out changes from next season. There will no longer be groups, but a general classification among all the participating teams, which will no longer be 32, but 36. From that classification will come those qualified for the round-off and will determine the path to the final. Each team will play 8 games, instead of the current 6, against 8 different opponents. In other words, they will not play the same opponent twice, home and away. Each team will play 4 home games and 4 away games. How is it determined who each team is playing against? There will be 4 pots with 9 teams in each pot. Each team will play 2 teams from each pot, playing 1 match against 1 team from each pot at home and 1 away. There will be an overall ranking from 1 to 36 with the points scored by each team in those 8 matches. The top 8 teams go directly to the round of 9. Teams 24th to 9th will play a 2-legged playoff to determine the other 8 finalists. In that draw, 16th to 8th seeds will be seeded and will play the second leg at home. The general classification will also determine the final crossings in such a way that the first will go to one part of the draw and the second to the other. In other words, first and second would only meet in the final. If Manchester City finish first and Bayern second, for example, they would not be able to meet in the crossovers until the final of the tournament. From 32 to 36 teams. Where do the 4 new teams for next season's Champions League come from? A place will go to the club ranked 3rd in the Federation's Championship in 5th position on the Axis list, which is determined by the UEFA ranking. Another place will go to the national champions, increasing from 4 to 5 the number of clubs qualified via the champions route of the competition's qualification process, which will consist of 4 qualifying rounds. A further 2 places will go to the 2 associations with the best collective performance of their clubs in the previous season. Right now it's Germany and Italy, with Spain in 3rd place. There is a possibility, therefore, that 5 teams will go from La Ligue next season. Champions on Thursdays. The Champions League matches and the Europa League matches will be played between September and January, while the conference matches will be played between September and December. There will be weeks when the Champions League is played exclusively. In those weeks there will be matches on Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, another of the great novelties of this new format. In normal weeks, when it coincides with other European competitions, it will continue to be played on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. The benefits of the new Champions League, according to UEFA. UEFA explains the reasons for the change to the new format as follows. The new league format will involve more European teams in each competition and will allow fans not only to watch more top-flight European matches, but also to have those fixtures taken place earlier in the competition. The new format will introduce a greater competitive balance between all teams, with the possibility for each team to face opponents of a similar competitive level throughout the league phase. Every game counts. The new league format will ensure that every result has the potential to radically change the team's position, including until the final match day. Winning or losing the last game of the league stage can make the difference between a team qualifying directly for the round of 16, entering the playoffs, or being eliminated from the tournament permanently.